Why do people submit themselves to technology that takes the human body through a series of inhuman curves and drops that can only be described as sheer torment?
So you just have to, like, speed and lots of fun.
I like the feeling of all your internal organs suddenly rushing into your throat.
I like the turns. I like the drops, too.
It's just humongous. It's wonderful.
You notice everyone talks about how it feels, but how do roller coasters work, and how safe are they? Well, since the mid-'70s, designers have relied on computers, accelerometers, and high-tech parts to create 360-degree thrills. The result are steel monsters like the Vortex, the Iron Dragon, and of course the Revolution. In fact, since designers discovered how to turn you upside down and your stomach inside out, that's exactly what we're talking about, a roller coaster revolution. Coaster crazy took on new meaning when Six Flags Great America in Gurnee, Illinois, unveiled its super coaster, the Shockwave. It is the latest creation of aerodynamics, the acknowledged leader in the designs of inverted steel coasters. The Shockwave is billed as the world's tallest and fastest coaster, turning riders upside down, a record-setting 7 times. What makes the Shockwave so shocking is the fact that it's an overall ride length of 3,900 feet. Now compare that with a lift height of about 170 feet, and also it's moving at about 70 miles per hour. Now the composition is 3 loops, 1 2-loop corkscrew, and 1 boomerang. It'll move about 2,000 passengers per hour, but it won't carry me, okay? Renewed interest in roller coasters began in 1974, when West Germany's Anton Schwarzkopf became the first designer to use standard physics to successfully turn people upside down. The teardrop-shaped clothoid loop adapted the scientific law known as conservative angular momentum. This achieved the vertical somersault, while Schwarzkopf's competitors continued experimentation with the perfect circle without much success. There are obvious drawbacks to the circle. The upward climb is just too rapid. It creates an excessive centrifugal force that presses riders uncomfortably into their seats. At the top of the circle, the roller coaster slows dramatically. Riders fall out of their seats as the centrifugal force weakens and gravity becomes the dominant force. Designs for new roller coasters have become so intriguing that here in Chicago, teachers have been known to bring their students here to teach them the basic principles of physics. Now, I should tell you that as far as the clothoid loop is concerned, its mathematical design has been around for 2 centuries. But it's only in the last decade that roller coaster designers have found a way to adapt it and achieve what has been an elusive goal, the perfect loop. The secret of the clothoid loop's success, by elongating a circle into an ellipse, it provides radii of varying lengths. Coasters move at a more gentle pace as they arc upward across the large radius at the base of the loop. This lessens the G-force on riders. At the top of the loop, the radius is shorter, so too is the time spent by riders upside down. Riders are therefore kept in place. Roller coaster redesign efforts haven't simply centered on providing a ride that will scare you, but spare you. Accidents, although few, have prompted designers to reassess safety features. Dozens of sensors tell the operator the status of the ride. Sensors also indicate train speed, and these variables are transmitted as a status report with the computer determining a ride's safety from an operational point of view. I'm in. I gotta talk to you about this now. This is a fiberglass car, and the whole train will hold about 28 people. Right now, I'm the only fool that's willing to do it in the off-season. Nevertheless, when it's busy here at Six Flags, you can get 3 trains running at the same time. And inside, a computer will keep track of each train, where it is. Any problems, it'll stop dead in its tracks. I'm held in by this harness. Obie.
You can't do it. I don't think you want to do it.
I never claimed to really want to do this to begin with, right? Okay. Now, not only does the computer tell you the harness is on, safe and sound, but it is manually checked. And then, I'm told it's safe, right? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Now, I have to tell you, they say that there's something wrong with you if you're actually momentum achieved by the physics of the roller coaster design propelled me at what seemed like a frightening pace through the Shockwave's loops and curves. My reaction? Well, does my face give you a clue? That was one of a ride.
Oh, please let us know this.
But I guess I'm from the old school. I grew up on the old wooden Comet coaster. Somehow the clanking of those old wooden rides and boards, like the Comet and Cyclone, still give the new designs a run. But whatever your choice, no doubt steel is here to stay. It's the clothoid loop, though, the great innovation of the 80s, which has led to growing competition between roller coaster designers. Their quest is for ever more complex structures, the ultimate scream machine. The clothoid loop has brought that experience just a little closer.